Hello students, today in this video we are going to study about some basic geometrical ideas. So first of all, let us begin with the first definition that is provided for the point. What is a point? Some kind of terms are here that you already know. So whenever you will sharpen your pencil and mark a sharp tip on the board. So here I am darkening it so that you all can have a look. So it may vary, this point may vary depending on how much sharp your pencil is. If you will sharp your pencil very much, then you will find a very fine dot. So this particular dot, what it is called the point. So if I have these kind of many points over here, so how I will differentiate between this and this point? So here in mathematics, what I'll do, I'll provide some symbols to them, and symbols in term of letter. For example, for this point I have provided the name A, for this B, C, D and E. So in this way I can differentiate between these particular points. So I hope you all have understood what point exactly means. So or how you can make it and how you can name your particular point so that you can differentiate between different points that you have. Now next term came, next term is your line segment. Next term is line segment. Now, what does line segment mean? Right now, we learn about points. So, if it is a one point, say A, and if it is a second point, that is B. So, how many paths you can have to reach from A to B? So, you can reach like this. You can also reach like this. So, these are the different paths. But the shortest distance that you with which you can reach from point A to B, this length is called line segment. So basically a line segment have two ending points. Again, line segment have two ending points. Earlier we saw that a point can be indicated with the help of an alphabet. So this point name is A, this point name is B. How you will indicate a line segment? For indicating a line segment, you will write both the point and a single line drawn on it. So in single line, no arrows are required. You will not draw any arrows because it has 2 points. It is ended over here. So no arrows are required. You have to simply draw a straight line over AB. It will indicate AB is a line segment. Okay. So now next term is line. So here next term is line. So what is the difference between line and line segment exactly is, I'll again take that same line segment that was A and B. This time your line can move ahead and it can go in both directions. In both directions. Okay, notice carefully, in both directions. So it will be called a line. So this time when you will be indicating AB together, you have to draw this line on the head of AB. Okay, so like this you will represent a line. At the line segment you were doing A, B and this straight line. For line, what you have to do, you have to draw these two arrow marks indicating that your line can proceed in any of the direction to indefinite length. Okay, so now let us move ahead. Next term is provided intersecting lines. So what are intersecting lines? Intersect, what does you mean by intersect? Intersect means two things are crossing one another's way. That means intersection. So what here means intersecting lines, that I'll have two lines and these two lines must have cross a single point. So one point is common in between. So it will be called what? Intersecting lines, because these are intersecting or passing through a single common point. That is, if I name A, B, C, D and this is O, O is the common point of line AB and CD. Now it's clear? Now next term is parallel lines. What are parallel lines? Okay. So parallel lines means the two lines when they do not intersect each other at any point. So what was the definition of line? Line can be proceeded in both the direction. So here we will have two lines. They both can proceed in any direction. Okay. So whenever you will take ahead this line and this line, they will not intersect each other at any point on any direction, in any direction. So these are called parallel lines. Now here on the screen some examples of intersecting lines and parallel lines are shown. Now you can easily identify what are the intersecting lines and what are the parallel lines from these figures. Now moving ahead to the next term. Next term is ray. What is a ray? So it will have a beginning and in one particular direction. In one particular direction it can be extended to infinite length. That is ray. For example, here are different figures provided to you all in which you can easily say what a ray are. You usually calls beam of light from a lighthouse. These are called rays. Ray of light from a torch, sun rays. You call sun rays. So what does it exactly mean? Sun is a stationary point like this. It is a stationary point and in one particular direction the rays are coming out and it can be moved ahead to indefinite point. So how you will indicate a ray? So here is a point A, it is a point B. So now for indicating a ray you will have to mark only one direction arrow. Second direction there will be no arrows. Okay, now you have understood. So I'll quickly tell you how you can differentiate with the help of 2 points whether it is line segment or ray. So if you have to write down a line, you have to provide arrows to both direction. If you have to write down a line segment, you have to leave a straight line. If you have to provide a indication for ray, then you will mark in one particular direction. So in this way you can easily differentiate without writing any kind of words or giving any kind of explanation. With the help of these symbols you can easily identify which one is ray, which one is line segment and which one is your simple line. Okay, so now moving ahead, now let us try to do some exercise questions. So here the question number 1 is provided. So in the question number 1, what is it said? It has drawn a diagram for you all. In this particular diagram, some points are provided, some lines are there. You have to simply name 5 points, a line, 4 rays and 5 line segments. So let us have a look what it has asked you. I'll first draw the diagram, then we will solve the question. So here like this, it has provided point D, point E, point O, point B, and from point O this kind of intersection is going on. Now the first question is you have to name 5 points. So what are the points over here? Points are D, E, O, C and B. For writing out points, no need of any kind of lines is required. You have to write one single alphabet at a time and provide commas in between. So this is the indication of point. Now second question is you have to name line. So a single line is asked, so I can write down any one. So here this can be extended in both the direction. Is it a line? Is it a single line? These are 2 rays. It is not a single line, these are 2 rays. Single line is a straight line path. So here it can be extended in both the direction. So can DE be the answer? Yes, of course. DE can be the answer because it can be extended in both direction. Now again, EO can also be answer. Remember this, you have to put this mark over it. Okay, EO can also be the answer. Similarly, OB can also be the answer. Similarly, DB can also be the answer. So there can be many multiple answer in this question. Okay, now again next, 4 rays you have to answer. So if I take this point, is it a ray? Is it E or O? Is it a ray? Yes, of course. Now again OB. OB is a ray. I'll take this a point and in that direction it can be extended, so it will be called ray. Again DB can also be called ray. Again EB can also be called ray. So there as well there are many answers. But what you have to simply remember, you have to remember this mark what is provided over here. So in this way you can easily solve your exercise and try out those questions, try to solve them. I hope you have understood the concept very well. Okay, thank you.